Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu, and in this session for vocabulary we are going to discuss a set of new words with you. Also, this particular article is related to the solar system. Now when it comes to solar system, I'm talking about the geographical, I would say the concept or the backdrop that is pertaining to a geography. Also, the article would have words pertaining to this. You would learn at least 15 to 20 words right here with me. Some of them would be adverbs, adjectives, and let's go with this. If I ask you any word that you remember from the previous article that we did, comment below and let me know the word that you remember from the last article we had discussed yesterday. Comment below and let me know the word that you remember. Let's go ahead with today's article. It's heads as Venus in focus. Now when I say Venus, are we talking about the planet Venus? Yes, exactly, we're talking about the planet Venus. So why is it in focus? We would come to know in the article ahead. International collaborations can help probe the dense atmosphere of Earth's neighbor. International collaborations can help probe. Probe here is used as a verb which means investigate. Okay, this is going to help to investigate the dense atmosphere of Earth's neighbor. And when I say that these international collaborations that are coming up, where they will help to investigate the atmosphere, why are we talking about this, and in what context are we talking about it? Number one, international collaborations, our collaborations with others, okay, in foreign nations. Now this helps to understand what the planet's neighbors are up to, like our planet, that is Earth, the neighbors to this planet, okay. Earth, if I talk about Earth, there's Venus, like Jupiter, Venus, Earth, Mars, like we do it like that. So the neighbors that are there, like when you go with the planets, you start naming them: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, right? So Mars, Venus, like what are they up to? With international collaboration, we can investigate more and more. Because see, probably if we don't have all the necessary resources, probably we can have those resources, or we can utilize or optimize those resources from someone else's help. So that is जांच करना. Okay. Venus, the hottest planet in the solar system. We all are aware of this. We've been asked this one-word question in our science section, social science, which is the hottest planet. 1 mark question. It used to be there. You have to remember this again. Has not enjoyed as much recent attention as Mars, as far as space missions are concerned. Now, when it comes to space missions, we've seen that Mars has been given more importance as compared to Venus, and Venus has always felt left behind. With surface temperatures of above 460 degrees Celsius that can melt even a metal like lead, and heavy atmosphere of carbon dioxide, the planet was considered hostile to life. Hostile is an adjective. It was considered hostile to life means it was considered unfriendly to life, or it was considered that was थोड़ा सा harmful है, हानिकारक हो सकता है human life को. This, despite it's being similar in size to Earth and rocky, so much. Now, this is similar to Earth in size and it's rocky as well. It means it is more or less like a stone. It's unsteady, it's strong, so much so that it is often called the Earth's sister planet. There was some excitement when the European Space Agency's mission Venus Express found signs of ozone made of 3 oxygen atoms and considered a biomarker in the upper atmosphere of Venus in 2011. Now, it is almost considered to be similar as that of our planet Earth. There are various reasons why. So there are various reasons why it is termed as the sister planet to Earth, Earth's sister planet. There are reasons, as they have just told, that it is similar in size to Earth, okay, Also, there was more of excitement, there was more of I would say the inducement to it when people came to know about the signs or the presence of ozone right there, and also the carbon dioxide. So this was in research of the European Space Agency's mission, that was Venus Express. This mission was Venus Express, and this name is highly important in terms of current affairs section. I am going to mark it right here. एंड आप सबको पता है जहाँ मैं CA लिखती हूँ वो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी नहीं है, मैं करंट अफेयर्स का बात कर रही हूँ. इट इज़ दिस पॉइंट इज इम्पोर्टेंट व्हेन इट कम्स टू योर करंट अफेयर्स सेक्शन. So it has found signs of ozone made of 3 oxygen atoms and considered a biomarker in the upper layer. And this was in 2011. But the recent discovery of traces of phosphine, another biomarker, in its atmosphere has just given the search for extraterrestrial life in the a shot in the arm. Now they're saying that there's another biomarker when it comes to traces of phosphine also being there. Carbon dioxide, fine, it's there, but phosphine is also there, and this is another biomarker, like another, you would say, a hint in terms of the concept in its atmosphere, and it has just given the search for extraterrestrial life in a shot in the arm. So extraterrestrial is an adjective, and it means pertaining to something that is outside Earth's atmosphere. That is outside Earth's atmosphere. Okay. In terms of extraterrestrial life, it gave it a shot in the arm, and when we came to know about phosphine, it gave it a shot in the arm in terms of extraterrestrial life, something that is other than what actually exists on Earth. It is something different. A shot in the arm, a shot in the arm. It is a phrase which means a stimulus, a moving ahead stimulus. Okay, that is what a shot in the arm is actually. Okay, एक तरीके का जो फोर्स है, जो बल, स्टिमुलस, एक हिट मिल रहा है आपको, पुश मिल रहा है आगे बढ़ने का. Phosphine, a compound of 1 phosphorus atom and 3 hydrogen atoms, is given out by some microbes during biochemical processes. So again, which means there is existence of something. Moving ahead, in an atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide, it is likely to get destroyed soon. However, the researchers estimate that phosphine forms about 20 parts per billion of Venus's atmosphere. How much? Phosphine makes 20 parts of the per billion of Venus's atmosphere. So it is there. Something exists right there on this planet. This fact, when added to the hostile conditions on its surface, yields tantalizing properties or possibilities. Tantalizing. It is an adjective which means that attracts or lures. That attracts, किसी चीज को अपनी ओर आकर्षित करता है. That is tantalizing. So it gives you tantalizing properties. It gives you something, people's attention to be grabbed. Of phosphine survival through extraordinary chemistry and thermodynamics, or the stubborn triumph of biology and life. Thermodynamics is noun. It is the branch of science that deals with the connection of heat and other forms of energy. Okay, branch of science that is connected to heat and other forms of energy. It studies or the relationship between these. That is what branch of science is. Or the stubborn triumph of biology and science. So this can be taken as an extraordinary chemistry and thermodynamics, or the stubborn. Stubborn is an adjective, we all know by now. Stubborn means someone who is adamant, जो कि अपनी बात पर अड़े रहता है, जिद्दी. Inflexible, someone who is not flexible enough. Okay, this finding was a result of years of careful study by a team of international astronomers led by Jane S. Greaves of Cardiff University, and was announced in a paper published in Nature Astronomy. So it was a finding that came after years and years of careful, or you can say research, or the study. This was done by a team of international astronomers, and this team was headed by Jane S. Greaves, and he was a member of Cardiff University, and he announced it in the paper in Nature Astronomy. In this particular, it was published in Nature Astronomy. Professor Greaves first identified phosphine in Venus's atmosphere in 2017. तो उन्होंने 2017 में trace कर लिया था using the James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii. So this is important. First person to trace was Mr. Professor Greaves in 2017, and how he did it? He did it using James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii. Now this is important. To note this point has to be noted important way. Further study and precise observations using the Atacama Large Millimeter or Submillimeter Array Facility in Chile confirmed the suspicions. Suspicion is noun which means doubt. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं संदेह, किसी बात का शक. तो सारे के सारे डाउट्स को कंफर्म कर दिया रिसर्चर्स के in 2019 that the precise or the particular observations that were made using Atacama Large Millimeter, they have confirmed the doubts that the researchers had about the finding of life on Venus. The very caution exercised by the researchers in announcing the fact underlines the lack of knowledge about these systems and the need to make sure before celebrating the discovery of extraterrestrial life. Now they say that okay, Mr. Professor Greaves, he could find, there was a careful study and he could find this finding that phosphine's survival was there. It was maybe because of the thermodynamics or biology and life. It could be anything. It could be chemistry and thermodynamics, or it could be the triumph of biology and life that we are talking about. Now this was the finding that was made by Professor Greaves' team, and he published it in Nature's Astronomy that and he identified phosphine in Venus atmosphere in 2017. Okay, but when the further study was made and there were observations made ahead, people could find it and confirm the doubts of the researchers in 2009. Since there were doubts that whether the life actually exists or it is just a matter of chance. So they say that now, before announcing the fact, there is a need that researchers should go and they should sit back, they should wait, they should confirm it, they should have this confirmation with them that yes, they are sure about what they are stating or coming up with. So when it was confirmed that the doubts are still there, yes, there are doubts when it comes to extraterrestrial life. So it said that now it is very important that people get cautious. बहुत ज़रूरी है कि सब इस चीज़ को लेके सतर्क हो जाएं कि वो जो अनाउंसमेंट करते हैं इस बात को ध्यान में रख के अनाउंसमेंट करना होगा कि भाई वो अपनी डिस्कवरी को लेके श्योर हैं या नहीं, या वहाँ अभी भी डाउट है. So it underlines a lack of knowledge. मतलब underline is a verb which means it emphasizes the lack of knowledge about these systems. Moving ahead, this can now only be taken further by making in situ measurements in the atmosphere of Venus. अब अगर इसको आपको आगे लेके जाना है, आपको चीज़ें और श्योर करनी है, आपको और रिसर्च करनी है, तो in situ measurements करने होंगे Venus के atmosphere, which means in the original place. It's an adverb. It's an adverb which means in the original place. ठीक है, मतलब उसी जगह आपको वापस जाना होगा, ओके, उसी जगह आपको ट्रेस बैक करना होगा, शुरुआत से शुरू करना होगा. दिस पोज इट्स ओन चैलेंजेस. भाई अगर आप बैक टू स्क्वायर वन जा रहे हो तो आपको फिर और चैलेंजेस फेस करने होंगे. अपार्ट फ्रॉम द हाई सरफेस टेम्परेचर and dense atmosphere, the presence of sulfuric acid in the atmosphere of Venus makes it a highly corrosive environment. Highly corrosive, like harmful or something that is like dubious, like it can pose harm to you. It is corrosive. It is not that it is causing corrosion. सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड है तो कॉरोजन भी हो सकता है. मेटल को अगर आप कोई सैटेलाइट भेजते हो तो हो सकता है, बट वो सारे के सारे प्रिजर्वेशंस के जो उनको प्रिजर्व करने के जो तरीके हैं वो सब अपनाते हैं. बट स्टिल इट्स हार्मफुल. इट इज़ corrosive in environment. That is, it is a highly corrosive environment. So it's an adjective. It can be related to corrosion also, and in general concept it is termed as harmful. So perhaps flying at a height and sending down drones or balloons would be more feasible than a landing. Landing से ज़्यादा possible होगा कि आप drone भेजो या balloons वहाँ पे fly करा. Mission to Venus have been planned by NASA and ISRO. While NASA's mission is slated. Slated is a verb which means it is scheduled or planned. ठीक है, मतलब ऐसा माना जा रहा है. It is dated. It is planned कि वो लॉन्च करेंगे नेक्स्ट ईयर. इसरो इज लुकिंग एट 2023 राइट नाउ. As is not uncommon in space missions, a spate of collaboration. Spate मतलब एक तरीके की बाढ़ होती है, ओके, बट यहाँ पर जो spate है वो है coming of things one after the other. एक के बाद एक चीज़ें फॉल करती जा रही हैं. सो ये चांस कोलैबोरेशन के जो एक के बाद एक जो पॉइंट्स आ रहे हैं ये इम्प्रूव करते हैं चांसेस को एफिशिएंटली कि आप प्रोब कर सकते हो, आप इन्वेस्टिगेट कर सकते हो जो वीनस का डेंस एटमॉस्फेयर है और जो आपका जो हमारा जो प्लानिटरी नेबर कहलाता है. So if you ask me, spate is a noun in terms of part of speech, and it is the process or the situation wherein things come one by one, like one after the other. It keeps on coming in continuity. So spate of collaboration की बात हो रही है, मतलब एक के बाद एक collaboration के point आ रहे हैं, okay, and this has definitely improved the chance of efficiently and effectively coming up and investigating the planet. So now this is what ISRO and NASA are up to. This is why Venus is in focus, and it is because of the presence of phosphine we're talking about. Some researchers have quoted that there's extraterrestrial life, but there are doubts pertaining to it. So these are the things that we had to discuss in this article. Remember the word corrosive. Corrosive is an adjective which can be used in terms of corrosion. Something that causes corrosion is also corrosive, and something that is harmful, it can also be corrosive. So you have to be particular about the usage of this word, though corrosive is an adjective. We have to remember this. Alright? I will be seeing you soon in the next session. Till then, keep learning and growing, as I always say, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for regular sessions with us. We would come up with more and more for you to learn and grow. Also hit the like button to the video, and thank you so much.